Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas day 12. Happy Monday. We're starting a new week. Hopefully things go smoothly this week. I finished Your Mean One, Matthew Prince last night. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Gave it 5 stars. It was adorable. It was super cute. If you are one that doesn't like, you know, like intense sexy time scenes and are interested in maybe taking a dive into a Christmas mail romance, this would be a very good way to go. It's just a cute story about one guy, Matthew Prince, who is basically a spoiled rich brat, and then we have oh my gosh, I forgot his name. It starts with H. Hector. Excuse me, Hector. I wanted to say Hester. Where I got that from. Hector, who pretty much knows the hardships of making your own way and the, you know, the value of $1. So Matthew does something spontaneous, and his parents send him to his grandparents' house, which is his mom's parents, in this little town, just to not necessarily punish him, but just to kind of make him realize, you know, what he's done. But anyway, there's a whole story behind that, and then it's just a cute little story of how Matthew changes, and he realizes it's not all about him, and it feels good to help other people and not be so selfish. So yeah, it was a really cute book. And then of course Hector helps him along the way. Very low angst, very low drama. No sexy times if that's not your thing. It's in there. It's sort of described, but it's nothing like a regular like male romance. Or like a hardcore male romance. It's just a cute Christmas love story between two guys, and one that's a little bit more hard-headed than the other, and Matthew learns his way. It's adorable. I loved it. Highly recommend it. I don't know what I'm gonna read next or listen. Well, I'm currently still reading Kneading the Kraken by Aimee Jordan, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm a little bit over halfway through, so I got a good bit of reading time in this weekend, so hopefully I get to finish that this week, because I'd like to dive into some more Christmas male romances. But I was looking for one to listen to this morning, so I think I'm gonna listen to The Holiday Trap. This is by Roan Parrish. I think this came out last year. It's a hunk of a story. It's 12 hours and 22 minutes. It's narrated by a cast of narrators, so I love that. So I think I'm gonna start that this morning and see where it goes. Yeah, I'm just getting my day started. I didn't want to get up this morning. I usually try to have my face washed and get myself dressed before I start my day, but today was not one of those days. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes, and I'll check in later. It's Monday. We gotta start the week off right. Leggings once again, our Fabletics Jazzercise 50th anniversary tank top on clouds, however you say it. I don't know how you say it. Anyway, it's Monday. We gotta start off right. So here we go.
morning. It's Tuesday now, so welcome to Vlogmas Day 13. So it's gonna be another two-dayer for this one. Sorry about not getting anything up yesterday. I had a little bit of technical difficulties. There was a clip I filmed on my phone of just me in the parking lot of Jazzercise, just talking to y'all and filling y'all in on my day, which you didn't miss anything. Yesterday was just, at the end of the day, it just kind of turned out to be a little bit of a stressful day. It's kind of rolling into today, but we'll see how the rest of the day goes. But anyway, yeah, it would not upload. Like, it was just a clip from my phone and it would not upload, and it just kind of like messed up everything for the rest of the day. So yeah, so here we are, day 13. So this morning I am putting some makeup on my face because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better. And I feel like I need that. Plus I got this new Bobbi Brown correcting concealer that I wanted to try. So it looks like this. And I think I got the color Bisque. Yeah. But I'm gonna put my primer on first on my eyes. So yeah, like I said, y'all didn't miss too much. I was just kind of telling y'all about my day. I didn't really have time to talk to y'all much yesterday during the work day. It just turned out to be a busy Monday, and so far a busy Tuesday, although there's a little slack in my work, so I'm going to I'm taking a little break just to do this. But I did start the holiday trap yesterday. It's okay. I'm not crazy about it. In fact, I thought about like DNFing it. Not that it's bad or anything. It's just, I don't know, I'm not into either story. So we have basically two stories going on. There's a female story and a male story. We have a mutual friend who's kind of in the middle of these two characters. Greta is from Maine, and I forgot the other guy's name. And anyway, he's from New Orleans. They're having a little slump in relationship and life itself. So this mutual friend has suggested that they swap houses. So Greta is in New Orleans and whatever his name is in Maine, and they meet someone. So yeah, so that's kind of where we at. And yeah, but it's just okay. It's not like, it's just me. So yeah, I don't know. I might continue it today. I might not. It depends on how busy my work day gets. Other than that, I only got about one chapter of Needing the Kraken in yesterday. I'm still loving the story. There was just that one, I don't know if I told y'all this in a previous vlog. There was just like one sex scene where it's just a little bit too much, which I find has been a trend in these books. And of course, you know, I've been warned as well. So it's just a preference of what you like, what you can handle as far as sex scenes go. So this book does involve sex scenes with tentacles, just to throw that out there, and which I'm fine with. It was fine, but then it went a little bit too far for me. So yeah, that's really the only part, like a minuscule part of the book so far that I was just like, but I read through it. I didn't skip over it. I read through it because I was just intrigued, like, where are we gonna go from here? Anyway, but the story behind the sex is really good. So yeah, I mean, just to see where Malik and Sebastian end up. Sebastian is sort of on the run, and then we have Malik, who is our sea witch, who also has a very big secret that I'm so into, and I can't wait until that secret is revealed to Sebastian. So I just want to see how their relationship evolves after that secret is out. So really good storyline on the back end, but definitely a lot of sexy times, just, you know, but you should already know this with Aramis Jordan's books. Very intense sex scenes in these books, but the stories behind the sex scenes are really good. So there's that. All right, let's check out this this correcting concealer. and see what. So I have like bluish, purplish discoloring under my eyes, and I can't tell if the camera is really catching that. And I've tried different correcting concealers, and I've never really found something that's been like, oh, absolutely, yes. Can you tell a difference? I don't know if you can tell on camera, but this is very easy to apply. It like just kind of melts into your skin using your finger. And I can tell a difference. I can definitely tell a difference. It's very subtle, but I can tell a difference. But I've heard good things about this product. It's the Bobbi Brown, did I say that? Bobbi Brown Correcting Concealer. And there's different colors. I got the color Bisque, which is like a peachy tone. Oh yeah, I can definitely tell a little bit of a difference. But I like the way it feels. I like the way it goes into, just kind of melts into your skin. Okay, so far so good. But we'll keep using it. This was about $32 as well, so if it's not good, we won't be getting it again. Anyway, just wanted to fill y'all in on what happened yesterday, why I didn't post Vlogmas Day 12. We had just a little bit of technical difficulties with a clip from my phone. I just went ahead and like deleted it. So when I tried to put it on iMovie, I got the little pinwheel for like ever, so I had to like force close iMovie and then reopen it. And then when I got back, the whole thing was just like red, and I was like, okay, that's not good, so we're just gonna delete it. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm going to bed. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But I think we're supposed to get some bad weather today. It's super gloomy outside, which is why I wore Edward. I wore Edward today because today's weather is giving me Edward vibes, which I'm not sad about. We're just making it happen this week. I'm going at it again Tuesday night, back to Jazzercise. I am in Victoria's Secret leggings today, a Victoria's Secret top, Fabletics sports bra, my usual on clouds. Yeah, we're gonna go back to Jazzercise. We're gonna do it again. It's gonna be fun.
Vlogmas Day 13. Like, what's the difference? I guess one's just... Now, let me see.
We are buying gifts. I do not want to see alcohol for a long time.
And I don't know anything about alcohol. These are for
Debbie doesn't
my
drink.
boss. So, Myers dark rum. Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we're back in the car. We're heading to go get something to eat. But I had to show y'all how pretty this book set is.
I'm excited.
So, Debbie's been reading. You read Shadow and Bone?
I started it Thursday and I finished it last night. Very good. Very much enjoyed it. Wild hair to read it. It's been sort of on the list because it's pretty. And it's been all over Instagram and Book Talk and all of that. And just Thursday randomly I had a wild hair and I'm like, let me get it. So I got it ebook through Libby. And then I was like, I really need the set. It's really good.
Yeah.
And so okay. So I learned.
What's it about?
Okay. So it's about a girl, Alina, if I'm saying that right, who is like an orphan, and it's her and her sort of becomes her best friend, Mal, and they are poor and whatever. And so they have people who come when you're young to test you to see if you're a Grisha or a Grisha. I'm not sure which way. Correct, to let us know what's right.
Right.
And they don't pass, so they, stay orphans. And as they grow up, they're like in the army together, and we come to find out that she has some power.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, but she didn't know. And so it's all about learning about the power, developing the power. And there's this Darkling guy who takes her in and whatever, and he sounds hot to me. So but
it's always a good plus.
It's a really good adventure. It's fantasy, but it's a good adventure. But yeah, so they kind of leave you with like what's going to happen next. So here's what I learned. So it's a trilogy, and with the Grisha or Grisha verse, whichever way you say it, you start here, because I looked on her page.
Oh, that's right, because she wrote
Six of Crows.
Six of Crows.
Okay, so here's what happens.
I've never read any of this.
You read these first. The trilogy comes first, and then the Six of Crows duology comes next, and then there are 2 other books, which is the duology. So Six of Crows happens 2 years after these end.
Okay.
And I looked all this up last night. And then the other 2 books, I forget what they're called. One of them is called Crooked Kingdom, remember? And I was like, oh, I didn't know all those were related. And then, but there's 2 books, it's a duology as well. And that happens 1 year after Six of Crows.
Okay.
So what started all this was on Instagram, I saw the author, is it Lee Bardugo? Is that right?
I think so.
I saw her post about the Netflix series for Shadow and Bone, and season 2 is coming up. And then I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. So I was like, I wonder if it's like everything else. When you finish reading the first book, that's like a first season. Apparently not, because I went on Google and looked it up, and it apparently is based on Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows. So I'm going to have to read everything before I start watching the show.
We're on a mission.
I'm going to apparently have to read everything, because I looked at the cast of characters and I didn't recognize several names. So those must be from Six of Crows. So from what I understand, it's all based in the same universe, but different characters. And I don't know if it'll be like these characters carry over to that in some capacity, since it's a couple years later, because I don't know what happens to characters. So I don't know. But now I'm intrigued. And I want to watch the show, because if you haven't seen it on Instagram, go check her out, because everybody's pretty.
Yeah.
Everybody's hot.
And that helps. That always helps.
That does it for me. That does it for me. Because I was like, ooh, what is that? And then I was like, oh, it's her. And then I was like, oh, it's that. So, but yeah.
And she also wrote The Ninth House, which I've never read, but you have.
I have it. I have the book of the month when I got it last year for my birthday book.
I think some of my subscribers have read it. I think. Let us know.
It sounds good. It sounds dark academia. It's completely not about this.
Right.
And these, from what I understand, are young adult. But that one's adult. It's darker, it says. And I think she has something else too, or something else coming out or something. But yeah, I'm pretty pumped. I signed up for her newsletter last night so I can keep on top of it.
That's always fun. That's always fun. But it's so much fun when you got pretty books.
So it was only 14, like 48 or something like that, because Target has 20% off right now if you buy in store or do a pickup or a drive-through kind of situation. And they were only like 17 something to begin with.
So you get the 3 paperbacks for $14.
And those are the nice large paperbacks. I cannot wait to play with them. They're gonna look great on the shelf. I'm pumped.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know.
Let us know
What
if
am I
y'all
in for?
Y'all read this, or y'all watching the show?
Yes, I enjoy the stag. It's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
There were different cover options that I saw, but I liked this one the best. I think there's an anniversary edition because I believe this was released in 2012.
Okay.
So I think there's like an anniversary edition of. It's pretty, but I dig this color scheme and like the stag. There's a stag in it, which makes me think of Harry Potter.
I know the stag. I always think of Harry Potter.
I'm just like
stag. That could be a tattoo. The Patronus, Harry's Patronus.
What's Ron's Patronus? I can't remember.
Wait, what is Ron's
it's
Patronus?
Something funny because I'm a Ron girl. I'm a Ron girl.
Why can't I think?
Isn't it like an otter or something?
I think it is an otter, or was that Hermione's?
That was Hermione's. Wait, we're gonna solve this problem right.
Hermione's. I think Hermione was an otter. I think because it was all graceful, because it's Hermione and she's perfect. She does perfect magic.
A Jack Russell Terrier.
Yes. Only Ron.
I love Ron. I want a Ron, like a Weasley related tattoo, but I don't know what to get. That would be like recognizable, but not like Ron Weasley written across my arm.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like something that would be recognizable to those of us who are Potterheads. I mean, do I just get a fun sweater? Or
a knitted sweater.
Do I get the burrow?
Ooh. The flying car.
Ooh.
But what screams Weasley as far as tattoos go?
My favorite part is when Mr. Weasley sits at the table and he goes, "Are you really?"
Are you really?
That's my favorite part. And when he's like, "Tell me," and I forget the exact quote, so don't come for me. But when he says, as we've seen it 6 million times,
and
when he says,
all my British viewers, we love your accent.
Oh my God, it's beautiful. We're so Southern, it's terrible.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance.
Yeah.
It's bad. I like when he asks about the plug. How does he say it? Like, what is the...
I remember him asking Harry, what is the...
Or is it a rubber duck?
It's a rubber duck. What is the function of a rubber duck? Or something like that. Don't come for us.
Don't come for us.
I don't remember the exact quote. But it's so, like, he was so serious asking Harry, like, he's
eating his little stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, he's so into it. I love Arthur Weasley.
What is it?
Look.
We're gonna find it.
We can't do you wrong like that. Yeah. Arthur Weasley rubber duck quote here. Google knows exactly what we're thinking. Now, Harry, you must know all about Muggles. Tell me, what exactly is the function of a rubber duck? So,
and Harry's just like,
And I think
Miss Harry.
I think the owl flies in then, so I don't think we get to find out what the function of the rubber duck is. Is Errol the owl?
Yes.
Look, it's been a minute.
Errol is the Weasley's owl.
He's awkward and clumsy like me.
Yes.
I like
He's
Errol.
Fantastic.
He runs into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Ronald Weasley! How dare you!
Oh yeah, the letter.
I love the Howler.
Oh.
Now we gotta go home and watch Harry Potter.
Potter memories.
I've watched Deathly Hallows the least.
Really? And I think that's what I've watched the most.
Well, and I love it, but it's so
dark and just...
It's so different.
Yeah.
So it depends on the mood.
My favorite is Prisoner of Azkaban.
My favorite, like, book or movie?
Movie, for sure.
What's your favorite book?
It's hard because...
So I started to, for a little back history, Aimee was a Potter fan to begin with.
Yeah.
I had watched a little of the movies. I was neither here nor there. Like, I did not like it or anything. I just didn't know that much about it. And I had watched some of the movies at your house, like, randomly. They were on while we were doing stuff. And then when Prisoner came out, we went to the movies. We went to the theater to see it. And we left there, and immediately that's when we had Front Row Joe, Tinseltown.
Oh, Oh.
On Seagan. It's a Topgolf now, by the way. And we went directly after that to Walmart on Seagan, and I bought the first book in paperback, like the small paperback. And at the time, we were up to Order of the Phoenix, and in book-wise. And I read books 1 through 5 in less than a month. And you know, those are thick. And I have a full-time job and other things going on.
The story of our life.
Yeah, but I literally remember reading one night because I could not put it down.
I could not put any of them down.
And each one that I would read...
I know I've stayed up to at least 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, and it would be one of those things I couldn't even see anymore.
Right.
Like, it was so, everything was so blurry.
But you just had to keep going.
But you had to know. And so... every book I'd read would become my new favorite. Like, the first one is just classic and epic and whatever. But then I was like, then I read the second one and I was like, oh, I love this one. And then it kept on until I got to Order. And Order of the Phoenix still remains my favorite book. And I can't say exactly why, except that we see that shift in Harry towards the end.
Yes.
Which this part isn't in the movie. And that's the part I was really anxious to see. Your arm's going to fall off. Is when Harry gets so upset with Dumbledore and he tears his office up at the end of the book.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Because it's not in the movie.
I haven't actually read the books in a really long time, but I've watched the movies.
So what we probably need to do is a re-listen, because Jim Dale is the best narrator in the world.
Fantastic. He does a fantastic job narrating these books. I have all of them on CD, but
do you know
I don't have a CD player in my car.
Can we put it in the
I know.
I was so upset when I got this car because it doesn't have a CD, because I'm old school.
But I'm pretty sure we can get them from our library, so.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Because I re-listened to them a bunch of times. I only read them physically once.
Yeah, same. I've only read them physically once, but I've listened to them a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And then the movies, I can't even...
And he has a different voice. If you've never listened to them, give it a whirl. He has a different voice. He was really my first experience with audiobooks as well.
Same.
And so now that's a really large standard to meet. And so I find that I don't enjoy a lot of audiobooks, and I'm going to blame him, because he brought everything to life. And what's funny is those came out before the movies, and he sounds exactly like Hagrid, and that's before they cast Hagrid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know if there was purpose there, you know, like if they did it on purpose, but I just don't think so. That's Robbie Coltrane.
No, right.
You know? So he has a different voice for every character, and as you listen, his regular voice is Harry, and as you listen, you don't even have to question who's talking.
No.
Because you get to know the voices.
No, like,
and there
even
are hundreds of characters.
Yeah, hundreds of characters.
So,
and he just nails every one of them.
It's amazing. But yeah, Order was my favorite. And then, so after that, we started to go to the midnight showings of all the movies. To the midnight showings of all the book releases, in which you almost lost a toe.
Almost lost a toe.
But
good times.
Good times. So yeah, and then we would like get in the car and we're like, I want to like open it and start, and she's like, no, no. I'm like, but I want to see how it starts.
We have to savor the moment.
I read the last book out loud to Will.
Really?
Because Will was really interested in, you know, he loved the movies and stuff, and he wanted to know what happened next. So I read it out loud, and y'all, if you know, you know. When I got to the epilogue, I'm not a big crier. I feel like as I'm getting older, it's coming. But this one, look, when we went to see the movie, and I will say it every time, when the Warner Brothers thing comes towards you, she was crying already. And I was like,
it was the last movie.
I had like my popcorn, my drink. You know, you have your popcorn that you need 2 hands for, and you're like ready, and you're all synced in, and you're good because we've been there for 3 hours already. You know, we had to get a good seat.
We waited in line.
That was before they had pick your own seat kind of thing.
Yeah.
You young'uns out there. And so, but I remember, and I honest to goodness, no joke, I didn't know it was like what was happening at first. Like, I could just hear
what was wrong with me?
I could hear this sniffling. And I'm like, and she's like, I'm not talking like,
no,
I'm
like
talking like full on bawling.
Crocodile tears.
Like ugly crying. Like,
I couldn't catch my breath, just like,
And then I started laughing at her, and then she started laughing and snort crying. It was
Good times.
good
Oh
times.
my goodness.
It was so good.
It was the last. It was the last
But
Harry
when
movie.
it got to the epilogue in the movie and in the book, but the book first. So when it got to the epilogue and I was reading the book out loud, no one could understand what I was reading because I was sobbing so hard. I don't know what it was about the epilogue. And then every time, because we went to see it multiple times, of course, and she cried every time during the Warner Brothers. It comes, go watch it. You won't regret it. But every epilogue, I would cry. Every epilogue.
Yep.
Like I knew what was going to happen. It wasn't.
Well,
a surprise.
same. I knew.
You know, Warner Brothers made the movies.
Oh my goodness.
But I just get so in my feelings when they start to fight amongst themselves.
I
Because
know.
of the
I know.
Horcrux.
Yeah.
And the whole Ron getting
Well, that's what I was gonna
upset
say.
and-
Like, as far as just like the books and like Prisoner of Azkaban, like I think just all the way around was my favorite. It was my favorite movie. I enjoyed the book because it started to have a different feel for me.
Yeah, it's not
Harry
as,
was growing up.
It's not as innocent. It starts to
Right,
get dark.
it starts to get
Yeah.
a little bit darker, and then I did enjoy Order of the Phoenix.
I really did like
I really
Prisoner
enjoyed that.
too, though.
But then when we get to Deathly Hallows, I have to say the last two movies are just really, I mean, they really do justice to the books. I mean,
But I mean, and we grew up with these kids. We feel like we know them.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up too with them, and these, you know, and they grew as actors, and they're amazing, and you just feel like it's part of your life.
yeah.
So, I guess that's why it affects so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what my favorite. You know what movie was my least favorite? Was always Chamber,
Same.
and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's something about it, like the mood of it.
Is it because we want to slap Jenny Weasley a little bit?
No, I thought she was
I
cute.
kind of want to slap her. I kind of want to basilisk
I don't know.
slap her.
There was something just about it that just didn't draw me in as much as like the first one did.
I really...
And I felt like it had a we were actually watching it over Thanksgiving because it was on, and we were at next door Scott and Cassie's, and Cassie's mom, she really likes all of them, but her dad's kind of funny. He's tried to watch them, but he never could. Yeah. So Chamber of Secrets was on, and we're all like watching, and we're all like intensely like we've never seen it before. We're all like,
I'm familiar.
but Mr. Terry all of a sudden, like, it's all quiet, and he's like, is it just me, or does this have like a green vibe to it? And we're just like, what? But it does. It's got like this.
It does.
Like this greenish.
I think of blue when I think of Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
Though. Like a bluish. I don't know.
He's like, why does everything look like it's green? Like, what?
Slytherin. Okay, can we talk about Draco Malfoy?
Oh, I love Draco.
Hated Draco.
Hated him, but loved him.
Hated him.
Him. Yeah. The first book, or first movie, like,
oh yeah,
I experienced Harry Potter through the first movie. I didn't, like, I knew Harry Potter was out there and everybody was like reading it and whatnot, and I was just like, pfft, you know,
I was so late to the party.
I was late to the party too, but I was also like, what is this Harry Potter about?
Wizard boy.
Wizardry. What is this? So I'm like cleaning my house one day.
ABC Family got you, didn't they?
It was on HBO.
It was on HBO?
It was on HBO. That's when the movie
version.
first came out. And I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch this.
Sit down and watch.
I'm going to sit down and watch
3
this.
hours later, you still got the broom in your hand.
And I'm calling Debbie. Oh my God, dude. Well, I remember when Michael got home from work. I wasn't working at the time. He got home from work and I was like, can we go to Barnes & Noble's? I really want to go get these books.
Like right this minute.
Like right this minute. He was just like,
it's a book emergency.
I guess so. So we did. We went out to eat, and he bought me the first 2 books.
See, I'm weird because I have different. I feel like I need to rectify the situation because I have different sizes, covers.
I do too. Like
paperback.
I have
hardback.
paperback versus hardbacks, but it's like to me the difference of them, the vintage versus
cool, yeah.
it's kind of cool, and it's like original, and it's like
So
I don't know. They're all
first-
creased up and...
My first two are definitely mass market paperbacks, like the smaller ones. And then I know Goblet is the larger paperback. And then from then on is hardback. But I can't remember what my Prisoner looks like. If it's the larger paperback as well.
Mine are all the larger paperbacks.
And see, I have two of the mass market, the little ones. And I want to say they're blue
But
and red.
until we get to whenever we started going to the midnight book things, that's when they became hardback. Like
when I got Order, it was less than a year old. So mine was hardback. So yours probably...
mine was probably hardback too then.
And then after that.
I'm pretty sure I know my first three are paper. But I don't remember if Goblet is paper or hardback.
All these new releases though, like with that make the picture and stuff like that.
I know. I would love
Those
to have
are
the picture
gorgeous.
books. Yeah.
And I thought about re-getting Order just because it was my favorite. Like, because that cover was cool and stuff. But I don't even know how many covers there are now. Like, I don't know what the cover looks like today if we go to Barnes & Noble. We might do a little research for you. But I don't know what my favorite movie is. I've grown to like Chamber more than I used to. I don't know if it's Order, though. I don't really know. I really do like Prisoner, the movie. I really like the movie for Prisoner. I love Gary Oldman. We both love Gary Oldman a lot. So that really took it up a notch for me, like it needed to get any better.
Oh, right.
But I'm going to have to think on that. I'm with you. I do think, which one is the one that starts? I think that's Goblet. Goblet's the one that starts with the old man, the caretaker, right? I love that scene. It's visually just stunning.
Is it Goblet?
I think so, because doesn't that happen and then don't they go to the cup after that, the World Cup? Look, it's tough getting old, peeps. I mean, it's better than the alternative, but which Harry...
This is going to be like all one video. We're already 22 minutes in.
Movie. Look, this is your whole Vlogmas. Which Harry Potter... Oh, I love Professor Slughorn, too, by the way.
Oh,
when he's the
yes.
chair.
Oh, my gosh.
He's
Love
hilarious.
Slughorn.
I love that
I
whole
laughed.
thing.
That whole,
That was hilarious.
That was
Especially
hilarious.
when Harry was trying to get the girl.
When Harry drank because he won it. He won the potion.
The Felix Felicius.
Yes.
And he was like...
Yeah. He was hilarious. That's
the
like my favorite part.
Star.
And Professor Slughorn's just looking at him like, are you okay?
Which Harry Potter movie starts with the caretaker? Is it Order?
Is it Order?
Whichever one that is. I really like that one. When I put in which Harry Potter movie starts with the caretaker, it says Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. But it doesn't... This says Goblet. Then this says Chamber. You know what? We don't know.
We don't know.
We're going to have to go watch them tonight. I'll let you know. I think they're on Peacock.
Let's go eat.
Okay. Love y'all.
Oh, sure. Okay, cool. Look, let's do the wide camera angle.
Coming up on VRG, this is where I work, or who I work for, not where I work, but look how pretty they got it.
That's gorgeous.
We're on a mission.
This was so good. How about I just eat your glass? I'm out of breath. Do you see it?
Hey y'all, I am home. That last clip you saw was Debbie running into Barnes & Noble's, obviously. She was looking for a book that I think it was released today. I talked about it in my December new releases video, A Mother Knows, or A Mother Who Knows. Anyway, she's on the hunt for that one, and we had like 10 minutes till Barnes & Noble was closing, so we made a quick trip to try to see if they had it, but they didn't have any in stock. So we didn't get that. But anyway, I just got home not too long ago. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get a video up again tonight because everything that I did tonight was done on my phone, and I don't know what's going on, but my phone is like, it's taking forever to sync the videos to my laptop. And then one video, I think I talked about it about this morning when I was talking to y'all, telling y'all, I ended up just deleting it because it just showed up, like it just showed up red in iMovie. So I hope we don't run into that problem again. So yeah, another night probably without Vlogmas because it's already almost 10 o'clock. Now I still haven't taken my bath, so maybe by the time I take my bath and get out, all that will be synced. Everything is done except for the clips that are on my phone. That's the clips that I'm waiting for. So I don't have much editing to do. It's just to get it all prepared and up and get the thumbnail up for y'all. Get it exported and upload it, which could take forever. But I don't know what's going on with my phone. Ever since I downloaded this game, I ended up having to take the game off, but my phone has been wonky ever since. So I probably need a new phone, but I just haven't made that leap yet. It's always just a pain in the butt to get a new phone, just back everything up, and I know it's probably not really a pain, but I feel like it is. I feel like, because I'm always stressed about it, making sure that I got everything backed up. I stress too much. That's my whole problem. Anyway, just wanted to say goodbye to Vlogmas Day 13, even though it's probably not going to go up tonight. I'm so sorry, y'all. And maybe I need to get me like a vlogging camera or something if I can't rely on my phone. That's always what I've relied on. I've never had any trouble until now. So yeah, hopefully I can get this up to y'all tomorrow morning. If anything, tomorrow afternoon, but I'm not going to put 3 days into one. So this will go up. Day 12 and 13 will go up tomorrow. It will. Thank y'all for being patient with me through these technical difficulties. I knew it couldn't be a smooth Vlogmas, but that's okay. It's okay. It's all good. It's all good. We're not gonna stress about it. We're not gonna stress about it. It's gonna be good. Tomorrow's another day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm sorry I didn't see y'all today. I didn't really see y'all yesterday, but I will see y'all tomorrow. As always, thank y'all so much for watching, spending your time with me, taking time out of your day to spend with me. Hugs from me all around y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Hopefully. Bye.